It's been quite a journey with this 180p aquarium. Unfortunately, I've decided to take it down. The footage you see here is the best the aquarium ever looked. Most other times it's just covered in various types of algae. The lesson learned is to take care of your aquarium properly from the very beginning, or you'll forever be trying to catch up with fixing your mistakes. Off camera, I spent an entire day taking down this aquarium and rebuilding a new layout. Here's the result. As you can see, it will be just a hardscape only layout. This will allow me to use tap water instead of remineralized RO water, and it will make maintenance much easier. At this point, you can still see there is a lot of algae on the rocks, wood, and glass. This is dealt with in my next maintenance session. This was the day after I had reset everything and hadn't cleaned it all yet. When resetting the aquarium, about 40 gallons of water was saved and reused. This was allowing me to safely add the fish back into the aquarium right away, and from their perspective, it just seemed like a large water change. Since the tap water had different water parameters, I just filled it up very slowly, and the fish weren't stressed at all. As you may notice, there's no substrate currently in the aquarium, and this is just because I had to order a new one, and I wasn't sure exactly which one I wanted to use. I was stuck between using the 88 Aqua Gravel and the 88 La Plata sand. My brain knew that the 88 La Plata sand would look pretty good with this layout, but my heart really wanted to use a gravel for this aquarium. I wanted to try out some aqua gravel to see if it would look good in the aquarium without having a big cleanup. So I took this small plastic container, poked a few holes through it. Then I poured some of the gravel into the container. I carefully lowered the tray into the aquarium. Unfortunately, I didn't realize it was slightly torn, and a few pieces of gravel began falling. Since the aquarium is 2 feet deep, I had to drop it after my arms couldn't stretch any further. Even still, I think this was a clever trick. I really wanted the 88 gravel to work, but I could tell immediately that it wasn't a good fit. Compared to the Cereus stone, there are just too many varieties and colors to make it a good combination. So I'm glad I used this container as it made it a lot simpler to remove. Since my hand can't reach in close enough, I used pincets to individually pull out the rest of the aqua gravel that fell out of the tray. I add a thin layer of 88 La Plata sand to the aquarium. I poured it in straight from the bag, which did cloudy the water a bit. However, by the next day, it was pretty much cleared up. I only used about 3 kilograms or 6 pounds of sand, although I think I will probably need more. It's aesthetic to have a thin layer of sand, However, I might have taken that to the extreme, and we'll add more. Lastly, I place some smaller pieces of cerio stone to add some more details to the layout. I was waiting on adding these until after the substrate was set. In this layout, I try to find a balance between having enough details but still making the maintenance very simple. That brown piece of Frodo stone is just weighing down the smaller piece of wood that was recently added. It would float otherwise. Now let's talk about the fish. For the stocking, I'm going to be making a difficult decision to rehome these Altum angelfish. All of these fish were hand-me-downs, and as you can see, they're pretty stunted despite being in such a large aquarium. To grow out fish to their full potential, you really need to be setting them in the right environment with the right nutrition from a very young age. And I want to gain the experience of trying to do this with fish that I grow on my own. There's one species of fish that I've wanted to keep for many years, but it just wasn't the right timing, and that's the discus. And so I think now is a good time, especially knowing that this will be a hardscape layout only, and that the aquarium is such of a large size with great filtration in it. So I'm currently making plans to visit a very well-known fish breeder on the east coast of the US to select my own discus for this aquarium. And it's something that I'm really looking forward towards. I have a spare aquarium that can hold the angelfish in the meantime until they can find a new home. Please stay tuned for more updates on this aquarium, and thanks for watching.